We live, we live. My bad. The other one, the last live just ended abruptly, but I'm glad it did because I don't think people were able to comment before. Man, I need a cut. We got the Celtics versus the Hornets. Right now we're down 18 points. Man, to the Hornets, but the Hornets been playing, bro. The Hornets been on fire, man. 15 of the last 18 they've won, but we better not lose to this team. We better make a comeback. Make sure y'all hit the like button, comments, so I know the comments are working. Peyton Pritchard's definitely getting sixth man of the year again, I believe. Hey, Daniel Berry, salute. Just started the live. I had another one going, but I don't think people were able to comment. So I started a new one. Salute to you, brother. Happy Wednesday. Just watching the Celtics Hornets game. You know, Daniel, what team you root for in the NBA? Who's your team? I don't know, bro. I don't even know. This is the first year that I haven't watched a lot of basketball. Like I haven't watched every Celtics game either. So, I don't know, bro. I know like two of these players on the Hornets. How are we down 22 points? How are we down 22 right now? Brown. Bruh. I still think. Yo, dude looks crazy. Some people, man, some people just pick the wrong hairstyles. Like, bruh, you should not have cornrows at all. Undead celeb, salute. Oh! Oh, Jaylen Brown with the L dunk. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe if you're not. Yo, Sam Hauser looks like Skeeter from Doug Funny. I swear to God, Sam Hauser looks just like Skeeter from the Doug Show. You know. If you're new here, let me know where you're from. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. Major internet salute. BB, new here, salute. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Shireman. He's from the Shire. Yo, if you ever seen Lord of the Rings, the first Lord of the Rings movie, he's like, it's the best weed in all the Shire. Speaking of, gotta roll up right now. Oh, right as I'm about to roll up, look at that. Bruce Leaf comment. Salute to Bruce Leaf. Salute to Bruce. major. Protect the parquet, baby. Protect the parquet. I know. Hey, I know. Look, man. Being a Boston sports fan, right? I used to hate New York teams, right? And I still do. But I feel bad for the fans, dog. I feel bad for the fans. Big Moose, Yonkers in the house. Bro, I feel bad for you Jets and Knicks fans, man. I do. See, here's the thing, though. The Knicks could actually do something. The Jets, bro, I think they're cursed for life. Like, I think they're going to have a longer fucking curse than the Red Sox did. Bro, the Jets are done. They're done. Hold on, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me a motherfucking second, y'all. Give me a second. You heard me? We in here last year saying, hey, listen, all right? Listen. Last year was a rough year, right? We lost Tatum, but now they found their groove without Tatum. I'm a little nervous to have Tatum come back, to be honest with you. Innovate, salute to Innovate in the house. Yeah, nah, hey, listen, I was talking my shit last year. Tatum got hurt, you know, it didn't help us at all, but I am a little, I gotta be honest, I am a little nervous. Oh, Bunny, I got you. I will make some, I will make some, I don't give a fuck t-shirts. I promise, I promise you, I got you. But nah, I'm telling you, man, this year it's different. Like, but I am a little nervous about Tatum coming back and like I don't know, Brown's playing so good and leading the team so well that I don't know if Tatum coming back is gonna kind of hinder that a little bit, you know. Merch plug. Bruce Leaf, plug whatever you want, brother. Plug whatever you want. But yeah, Social Assassin merch coming soon. That's a fact. That's a fact. We already got some. Let's go, Brown. We already got some Unscripted Logic stickers. I got a bunch of them. If anybody wants any, just let me know. I'll send you some. Matter of fact, let me show y'all real quick. I know Bruce will appreciate this one. I look like the brother on the zigzag cover. You know? He's holding a mic. Unscripted Logic. If you're new here, every Monday we do a show called Unscripted Logic. Me and my brother Pablo Picasso. Look at that. Unscripted Logic. We got shirts coming very, very soon, yo. Very, very soon. And for the real supporters of this channel, y'all will be getting one for free if you want it. So there's definitely gonna be some people that are getting some free gear. You know, we'll do giveaways, of course. Yeah, bro, that's fire, right? That's fire. I think I got like 50 of these, and I got like 100 of these. And I've been putting them places too, so. But yeah, man, I'm about to roll up. Bruce Leaf, since you're in here, Bruce Leaf, maybe you can help me. Yeah, Bruce, Bruce, I am gonna hit you up about the merch for sure, for sure. See, that's the thing with me, bro. Like, I'd much rather give my business to somebody that I respect and that I, you know, provide something that, like Bruce Leaf, go subscribe to Bruce Leaf, man. He be putting out some dope tracks. He can rap like a motherfucker, but he also puts out these AI reggae tracks about weed and shit. Absolute fire. Supports the channel 100%. So I'm always gonna, I would much rather put money in someone's pocket that like that than just some random jerk off online. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Innovate, this is a vertical live though, bro. There might be some new people in here, so maybe not. Maybe not. If you're not subscribed to Bruce Leaf, go subscribe. Also subscribe to Innovate, man. Especially if you're a religious person, absolutely subscribe to Innovate. He'd be doing the AI shit too. If one of the mods wants to post Bruce Leaf's and Innovate's links in the chat, that would be greatly appreciated. Bruce, let me ask you a question. So I got some bud called Fiber Optics. It's an indica, I guess. Have you tried that? Major, thank you, brother. Thank you. Major on top of it. There we go. There we go. Major on top of it. Innovate still in battle mode. Bro, Innovate. I want that rematch so bad, yo. I'm so mad that, oh man. But we still had a great battle. We still had a great battle. Um, but yeah, Bruce, fiber optics, man. Have you heard of this strain? Fiber optics. Um, I haven't tried it yet. I'm about to roll up a joint of it. Haven't heard of it. Fiber optics sounds like it does sound fire. And honestly, it's like one of those indicas that really like relaxes you but doesn't make you like super tired. You know, it doesn't give you like couch lock. Um, hold on. Oh my god, this shit smells so good, dog. This shit smells so good. If I had smelled it before, I definitely would have rolled this shit up. What am I doing? What am I doing? And shout out to Bruce Leaf too, because I got a hold of some Gush Mints, which I had never tried before. But Bruce let me know that Gush Mints fucking is some shit. I gotta tell you, the Gush Mints, yo, so the Gush Mints are fire. But so, for all my weed heads in here, right? I'm like when it comes to sativas, I can only smoke certain kinds, right? Some sativas give me like a little bit of anxiety, you know, a little bit of the jitters, you know what I mean? But so this like there's very like my one of my favorite sativas is Super Silver Haze, right? But I got to be honest, I tried some for the first time. I tried Pop Tarts, right? First time, bro. I shit you not. I smoked this joint. I got a pre-roll. I'm not even gonna lie. I had to go. I had to stop at the dispensary. I got a couple pre-rolls. I got a pre-roll of this Pop Tarts, right? This shit smelled and tasted like swag. It smelled and tasted like swag. So I'm very hesitant going. You know, I'm hesitant, bro. This shit not only gives you zero anxiety, but it gives you that like burst of energy. Like I went into work and I was like talking to everyone, like, oh yeah, I don't do that, bro. I go into work, I get my shit, I get out. Like even if I am sitting there chilling, waiting for my truck to warm up or whatever the fuck, I'm not really talking to people, you know. But that Pop Tarts, man, that shit had me like sociable, like social. You know what I'm saying? But nah, the Pop Tarts was fire, bro. I gotta find some more of that, bro. We are down 21. Come on, Celtics, bruh. Moose, Pop Tarts, bro. Yeah, bro. It was a nice high, bro. Honestly, best sativa I've smoked as of late. Like absolutely best sativa I've smoked recently. But I couldn't believe how much it smelled like swag. Like I'm smelling this pre roll, because especially with pre rolls, like I would much rather get it from a grower anyway. But like especially when you go to a dispensary and you get a pre roll, you're just getting like all the shake, all the shit that's got like very little THC left on it. The shit that's been through the fucking grinder 6 times. Like that's the type of shit you get in a pre-roll at a dispensary, right? But this shit, bro, Pop Tarts, man, that shit hit different. That shit hit. And I smoked the whole joint because I'm like, I'm gonna need the whole motherfucker. I didn't. I could have smoked half of that bitch, saved the other half, but it was nice. The sativa gets you down. I like that. Nah, the sativa's the daytimes bud innovate. but it really it depends on what type of sativa you get, man. Because like some sativas, like yeah, it won't make you tired and you'll get that little burst of energy, but it's also like a foggy kind of high. And then you'll have sativas that will actually increase anxiety. But then you get sativas like yeah. Indica is the one that'll put you out. Yeah, Moose. I'm sure you can find it in Connecticut. Who's winning? Celtics are getting smoked right now. I don't know what the fuck's happening. I don't really care as long as my bet hits, as long as I hit my bet. But let's try some of this fiber optics, yo. Let's try some of this fiber optics. I would show y'all, but like really on camera, honestly on camera, it just doesn't come through. You know, like all buds look the same. Like I don't know. This shit's absolute fire though. You can tell. Like if this shit's not fire, see, I don't know if y'all can tell like how good that looks. But the smell, yo, the smell. Mm. That smell. Bro, you know the scene in Pineapple Express when he's like, I wish I could just have the smell in my nose all day. Bro, that's how I feel about this. But honestly, that's how I feel about the like I was telling y'all, like Super Silver Haze is one of my it's been my favorite sativa strain for a long time. I probably got a couple now that I feel are equivalent to it. But this Super Silver Haze I got, bro, the smell, oh my god, almost 4% terpenes. Yo. Oh. Someone said something to me the other day. Oh, it's halftime. We're down 21 at halftime. Alright, so let's roll up some of this fiber optics and see what it's hitting for. Nah, CBG, nah, this is, this, I don't be fucking with that. This is like, bro, people really be out here, like, ordering, like, Delta 9, and I talked to someone recently who told me that they think that this was happening to them, and I told them, yeah, like, it is. Shout out to that person, though. Because, you know, some states it's not legal, man. You can't just go to the dispensary, and if you don't know someone who grows it or someone who can get it from a grower, like, it's tough, man. So, like, people be buying this Delta 9 or Delta 8, either one, and selling it. They be ordering that shit online and selling it as if it's regular bud. That's nasty work, bro. Is it a piney smell? Not the... You know, it's funny you say that. The Super Silver Haze is not a piney smell, but I know that it usually is. Interesting, Bruce. I'm glad you said that, because it's been a while since I've had it. But I do remember it always had like that piney smell. But nah, it smells more like bubble gum. All weed seems bad in New York. That's because New York weed is like New York rappers or New York battle rap. It's oversaturated, bro. New York's just oversaturated. Yeah, it has like a... Oh, man, it smells good as hell, dog. It smells good as hell. That shit smells... Yo, that shit smell good as hell. And listen, like, if I don't have to go to the dispensary, I won't. Like, I'd much rather support local growers. But sometimes, you be running low on weed, and as a driver, I'm at work driving around, and sometimes I gotta, it's just more convenient to hit up the dispensary, but it sucks because of the taxes and because you never know, like, no matter how good it looks, no matter how good it smells, you just never know if that's some type of, you never know how organic it really is when it comes from the dispensary. That's why I go up to Connecticut. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you're from New York, man, go to Connecticut if you can, for sure. There's a lot of really good places in Connecticut, but again, if you can support, local growers, that's where it's at. NYC cats were hype when spray packs came out. Yo, yo. Buying weed is like finding good gas now. Yeah, yeah, that's why, bro. Really, that's why you gotta support the people that grow it, like, cause you know what you're gonna get. You know what I mean? And for me, like where I live, it's like sometimes because it's not legal in New Hampshire, right? So sometimes I have to, I have people I can get it from, growers, um, but sometimes I work so much that sometimes my schedule just doesn't allow me the extra time to meet up with these people. So like and it's sometimes it's more convenient for me to go to the dispensary, but it is what it is. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But I would much rather support the local growers, man. I don't want to support these dispensaries, and you just never know, man. You just never know. Like, you never know what they're putting in it to make it smell that way. You never know what they're putting in it to make it look that way. And also, somebody recently said something to me that was interesting, right? Smooth salute. Yeah, bro. Gas. If you're talking about weed or petrol, you know it's expensive either way. Um, but smooth salute. Get away from that city a little bit. Yeah, man. Where I live, it ain't city out here where I live. I'm from the city, but I'm all set now. Like, I ain't trying to live in Boston. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to live in anywhere really in Massachusetts, to be honest with you. New Hampshire. The only thing wrong with New Hampshire is that they think it's okay for motorcyclists not to wear helmets, but they're totally against weed. Like, make that make sense. Make that, hold up. Make that make sense. You don't have to wear a helmet when you're riding your motorcycle, but you can't smoke weed. Also, it's the live free or die state. Live free or die. But we can't have weed. Makes no sense. I'm coming to the woods. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Listen, I'm like really close to Maine, too. And there's a lot of. But Maine kind of became like. So when weed became legal in Maine, um, a lot of dispensaries opened up. So a lot of growers got put out of business. Um, it's very oversaturated in Maine as far as dispensaries go. Very oversaturated. Yo, Bruce, salute, brother, salute. I'll let you know how this fiber optics is. I'll let you know. Salute to Bruce Leaf, yo. Go subscribe to his channel. Major Internet posted it in the chat. I was in a parking lot today that had a sign that says private property. The people working locked us in without asking us to leave. Should I sue for false imprisonment? If they didn't ask you to leave and tell you, like, hey, you got to be out by this time or you're not allowed to be here, you might have a lawsuit. It's going to be tough to find a lawyer to take it, but you might have a lawsuit because that is technically false imprisonment. If there's no trespassing signs, like if there's no trespassing signs, then you don't have a lawsuit. But if there's no signs that say no trespassing, you absolutely, I would go for it. It definitely is against the law, but should I be petty? Well, it is. That's the thing. It is private property. But again, if you weren't asked to leave, you weren't trespassing, right? So, if the approach they took was to lock you in instead of telling you to leave, then that could be considered false imprisonment because you could just say, I didn't know I wasn't allowed there. Yeah, it's private property, but there's no sign saying no trespassing, you know? If there's a sign, if there's a no trespassing sign, my bad, it's only said no trespassing, not private property. Yeah, the no trespassing sign might, that's probably gonna be, um, the cops came and said what they did was illegal. Now, Smooth, unfortunately, a lot of the times cops are uneducated on certain things and they think that they know, and it's not their fault. It's just how they were taught. I'm not anti-cop. I'm anti-bad cop. But even though the cops said it was illegal, if there's signs posted that say no trespassing, it's possible you still could have a lawsuit, but it's going to be tough to find someone to represent you for it. Moose, chill. He said you're not allowed to be in there, jerk. Yeah, but also at the same time, again, with private property, even though it says no trespassing, they don't tell you to leave, but they lock you in knowing that you're there. That is technically false imprisonment. So, I mean, I would look into it. Absolutely. I would absolutely take the time to look into it and see if you got a case. But you're in a situation like that where there was no trespassing signs, you're definitely gonna want to talk to an attorney, and see what they say, because even though even it's tough, man. If it says no trespassing, that kind of might be the end of it. But again, at the same time, for them not to give you the opportunity to leave and lock you in there, that is false imprisonment. So, I mean, just because you're on someone's property illegally, if they lock you in there, that doesn't make that legal. You know what I mean? So it's very possible you have a case. Again, it's going to be hard to find an attorney to take it on something like that because of the no trespassing signs. But I would still make the attempt. I would still attempt it because you weren't given the opportunity to leave. Because you could say, I didn't see the no trespassing signs. I didn't see any signs, and they didn't give me any warning. They didn't tell me to leave. They just locked me in here. You might have something there. Oh, you parked there to pick up your son every day? Bro. And they never say anything? I would absolutely reach out to some attorneys. I 100% would. Yep. I'm not going to tell you, like, yeah, you got a case 100% because, again, the no trespassing signs, but there's got to be something there. There's got to be something there. Bro, Smooth, since you're in here, right? I know you're talking about a potential lawsuit, but just while you're in here, why doesn't Las Vegas have a basketball team? Why doesn't Las Vegas have a basketball team? That's kind of weird to me. Let's see. That's different. 702 can sue the whole city for lack of response. But you gotta fight. Yeah, that's the thing, bro. It's one of those situations where you really gotta like put in the effort to get this lawsuit. You really gotta put in the effort. And it's gonna be a long, grueling situation, um, but yeah, I mean, if you park there all the time and nobody's ever told you you can't park there or you have to leave, even with the no trespassing signs, it's potential that you have a case, man, for real. And there's a good chance that they'll settle out of court. That's usually what will happen, if you accept it. You know. Because of the gambling, we will have an NBA team in the next 5 years or sooner. Yeah, that makes sense. That's why I asked, because you know Hauser for three, Skeeter from Doug for three. Um, yeah, I figured that, because I was wondering. I'm like, man, Vegas is that's where all the betting goes down. Why wouldn't they have a basketball team? Yo, I feel bad for Raiders fans, man, because like they've gone from Oakland to LA, back to Oakland, back to LA to Las Vegas. Like, I'm a tap with my boy tomorrow. He's a lawyer. I have friends in high places. There you go. There you go. Definitely, definitely, bro. Especially if you got a friend who's a lawyer, like that helps a lot. That helps a lot. And yeah, like I said, even though it's posted no trespassing, the fact that you park there all the time and no one's ever said anything to you, that means that you know they don't really take the trespassing serious. So that could work in your favor. Absolutely. Innovate. What are you talking about? Yeah, take that slow. Right, right. Take that slow. Make sure you got all your ducks in a row. When you go there tomorrow, take pictures and video of your surroundings. Get facts in order. Yeah. Call Judge Judy. Nah, don't call it smooth. Don't call Judge Judy, yo. You never know. That bitch, like, sometimes I'll be watching it and I'm like, yo, this bitch, she's never gonna go for this. And then she'll like pick that guy's side, but like, son, it's like whatever mood she's in. Like, like Judge Judy's insane. She doesn't go based off facts or evidence. She goes based off of how she feels about you as a person after meeting you one time for 5 minutes. Judge Judy is insane. It's about time she gave it up. 702 a goat for the kids. The devil not gonna make that easy. Nah, shout out to Beast. I almost said shout out B702. Shout out to B702 as well. But shout out to 702 Smooth, man. He be doing great things for those kids, with the basketball. I love that. I love that. That's fire. Always had respect for Smooth in that aspect. Absolutely. Even though I'd smoke him in a one-on-one, but Smooth, why don't you come up here to New England and play on the rough outdoor courts of New England, man, with all the cracks in the pavement, the fucked up rims, the Painters Union Building. Nevada says you gotta have a sign every 200 feet. Give them one. It's a Painters Union Building. Well, if it's a union building, then honestly, if it's a union building, then I think you really have a case, because it's not like it's a privately owned business. Like, it's not like it's a Shell or a fucking McDonald's. Like, that's a union building, right? We all we all pay taxes to, like, some of our taxes go towards the union. You know what I mean? So, and if they need to have postings every 200 feet and they don't, then you absolutely have a case. Absolutely. If their markings are not how they're supposed to be, you absolutely got a case. Absolutely. Go for that. Go for that. Just don't forget to send me my 10%. Nah, if you get over 500 grand, I'll take 10%. While signs empower owners to ask trespassers to leave or call police, detaining someone carries high risk of false imprisonment charges if not strictly compliant. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, but on the other side of that, though, being a private property, you don't really have to adhere to state law. You know what I mean? But if the signage is not posted properly, then that's where the issue comes into play. Signs every 200 feet, because don't get paint on your clothes or don't touch it. Yo, my pops was a union painter back in the day, right? He owned his own business after that, but like he was a union painter in like the 80s, like from the 80s into the early 90s, right? He painted the Green Monster at Fenway Park multiple times, like mad times. He painted murals in downtown Boston. Like my dad was while at the same time running numbers. You know what I mean? Like doing other things. My dad was crazy. He had this union painting job, but he also had this side gig that I can't really talk about. Shout out to my pops. Rest in peace. Okay, so the fiber optics taste good. Smooth, very smooth. I feel like I could smoke half this joint in one hit and not cough. Very smooth. Tastes nice. It actually has like a garlicky taste to it, to be honest with you. It has a little bit of a garlicky taste. I wonder if garlic breath has any. I can't even look it up because I'm on my phone. Hold up, let me check these comments. I was able to walk in the building freely and ask them to open the gate, which he refused. That's false imprisonment. Bro, that changes. That changes everything. Now, here's the thing, Smooth. Right, going forward, anytime you're in a situation like this where you have to go, whether it's the police or it's a store owner or whatever the situation is, in a situation like that, you want to make sure you're filming, because that way then you have the proof that you literally were like, yo, my bad, I'm trying to leave, and they say no. It's just always better to have that on video if you can. But if you don't, but it doesn't matter. Like, clearly, they locked you in. They clearly locked you in. So, and yeah, Moose, it did say no trespassing. But again, if it's not posted every 200 feet like it's supposed to be, then that's where the problem lies. And that's where 702 has a case, man. That's where you got a case. Hey, Hazy. Hazy in the motherfucking building. Haven't seen Hazy in a minute. Shout out to Hazy. Day one. One of my day one gunners. Yeah, RIP to Innovate's pops too, man. Yo, Innovate, I'm gonna hit you up, man. My fault. We gotta. Some states, your weapon has to be less than your aggressor. Self-defense is tough. Yeah. Florida, stand your own ground. New Hampshire is stand your ground too now. New Hampshire's gun laws, I like. I like New Hampshire's gun laws. But again, I just don't see how New Hampshire hasn't legalized weed. Like, so you got Maine, Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, all legalized. Every state, every other state in New England, every other state in New England legalized. New Hampshire, not. Now, initially I thought, all right, I get it because New Hampshire is a tax-free state, right? So I assumed it was an issue with how they would get paid for the cannabis, right? But they tax for cigarettes, right? They tax for alcohol, right? So why can't they tax for weed and that's their income from it? Like it doesn't make sense. So I've called the governor multiple times, numerous times, and left messages. They never return my calls. I never get to speak to them. And you know, it is what it is. You know that I'm not. It's not like I'm gonna be able to change anything on my own. But I have made the phone calls, and it's like I just don't understand why in a part of the country where 4 states surrounding us have it legalized, but we don't. It just doesn't make any sense. Garlic from your fucking fingers? Nah, I didn't eat anything garlic today. They want the money from, yeah. You locked in trespassing so funny. Well, that's the thing, bro. Like, okay, Smooth, I hope you're still in here. So with trespassing, right? Even with the signs, I'm pretty sure they still have to tell you you're not allowed here anymore. Like, we want you removed and you're not allowed to come back. For it to be, you know, if it would be different if it was like a home and they had no trespassing signs, right? That would be a little different. But being that this is a union, you can have no, like, the police station could put up no trespassing signs. The police station could put up no trespassing signs. Guess what? If I walk onto that police property, I'm not trespassing. I'm not trespassing because that's fucking state property. That's town property. I'm not trespassing. You can put up all the signs you want. It doesn't matter because I pay for this motherfucker. We the people pay for this, right? So like a lot of places will have policies, but does your policy trump my constitutional rights? Does your policy trump the law? No, never, ever. Perfect situation, like if you're filming in a public building and they say, oh, you can't film in here anymore, it's our policy. No, it's your policy as an employee. When you get hired at this job, you agree to these policies that you will not film because there's private information, right? Well, as a patron, as a citizen, someone who pays taxes, I can film my interactions with public officials every time. I can film public officials anyway. And the biggest thing with the no trespassing thing is if those signs, if there's more than, bro, if they're not posted every 200 feet, then that right there, that right there, you got a case, 100%. It's on camera and police call was made and that's why the cops came. Oh, the cops did come. Okay, hold on. I didn't record, but I'm on camera asking them to open the gate, and the man responded when it says no trespassing and walked away. Is there audio on that camera, though? Because a lot of private businesses, because a lot of states, you know, are second or third party states as far as audio. So so private businesses are allowed to film video but not allowed to film audio. So I don't know. But either way, if the cops came, whatever interaction they had with the police and whatever interaction you had with the police is on body cam. And all you need to do is a Freedom of Information Act to get, you just go to the town hall and you can get that body cam footage. So yeah, so even if the audio is not recording from their cameras, from the union, from wherever you were, from that private property, you can get that body cam footage. Yeah, Smooth. That's some sucker shit. All right, so you're mad because I'm here. You're getting paid $15 an hour to secure this property, right? I'm trying to leave, and you won't let me. I want to go, but you won't let me. But then when the cops are coming, and right before they get there, you unlock the gate. No. See that, and that's gonna be on camera too. Smooth. I think you got a case, bro. I think you got a case. I'm gonna look into it a little more, and I'm gonna hit you up on IG, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna look into the union laws a little bit as far as their private property, and I'm gonna let you know, because I think you might have something here. Yeah, Moose, I think I gotta disagree with you a little bit. Right. Okay, Moose is right though. You need to be trespassed first to be trespassed. Like, they have to tell you you're not allowed here, right? But this is where it gets murky. They don't have to verbalize that if they have the signage. So if they have the signs saying no trespassing, then they don't have to tell you. So if you come on the property, they don't have to say like, hey, you have to leave, or you're going to be trespassed, because there's already warnings saying no trespassing. However, if the law is that there has to be a sign every 200 feet, and there's not, it doesn't matter if there's a sign at the main motherfucking entrance. If there's not one every 200 feet like there's supposed to be, then that's going to help Smooth in this case. And yes, they have to give us the opportunity to leave, being we were only there 10 minutes max before that. Smooth, they have to give you the opportunity to leave anyway. They're not the police. They're not allowed to detain you. So they absolutely should have let you leave. So you know what? Regardless of the signage, I think you might have something based off that alone. Really. Because they do have to give you the opportunity to leave. If they're telling you no, you can't leave, that it's kidnapping. It's kidnapping. Hazy, yeah. I've been thinking a lot about that, going back out and doing the audit videos, and I want to. I think I want to. It's just time, man. Like it's hard. I don't really have the time to commit to it. But this coming Tuesday, it's supposed to be like, and plus it's been snowy and shitty and cold here. Not that that's an excuse, but Tuesday I will be going back out to do some audits. I'm gonna go to some prisons. I'm gonna go to a couple state prisons in New Hampshire. I'm gonna go to a couple police stations in some small towns. So Tuesday, for sure. Right, you need to be trespassed and given an opportunity to leave. That's a fact. They were trying to leave and they wouldn't let you. Yep, that's the problem. Told them that they were kidnapping us while in there while in there unloading. I know that audio works for sure. Bruh, smooth. Go for it. 100%. 100%. Oh shit. Smooth said I'm half white. I know how to get my point across and get out of shit without violence. Smooth, you might have to teach me a thing or two. I'm all white and I don't know how to get out of situations like that without violence. You might have to teach me something. Maybe I'm half Puerto Rican and maybe I'm like a third Puerto Rican, a third black. I don't know. Because man, I probably would have punched dude in the face and hit the button on my own. You know what I mean? I know how to get my point across and get out of there without violence. I'm a Karen like a mup. Yo! Nah, hold up. That was fire. I'm a Karen like a motherfucker. Nah, bro, in some situations you got to be, you know? Like, I always say it, bro. Like, a lot of those videos that I watch, a lot of those Karen videos that I watch, like, if you don't see the beginning, if you don't see the context of it, you just see someone being a bitch or someone being an asshole, right? But like the person filming could have totally instigated that. Otherwise, why are you filming? You know. So you just never know with those Karen videos. So I am mad at you being a Karen. Smooth, smooth. I kind of figured you to be a Karen. Nah, I'm playing. I'm playing. Slow it down, being half white. No, knowing how to get out of being shot without violence is different. Yeah. Hey, listen. Look, I don't know about being half nothing and half nothing. All I know is the majority of the times I've been in trouble with the law, I got I got beat up. So, you know, maybe I didn't get shot, but I definitely got pepper sprayed, tasered, beat up many a times by the police. Cole, Cole, do not make me block you, motherfucker. Ellen, bruh. I do need a cut though. My fucking hair's like fucking winging over my ears and shit. The problem is there's only one dude I trust to cut my hair. And he has nothing available till Tuesday. I was gonna go this Tuesday, but it doesn't have anything available till this coming Tuesday. But Cole, you better fucking chill. Look like Ellen, I'll kill you. Nah, I won't kill you. I was kidding. I meant, you know, YouTube, relax. YouTube, relax. You already fucking hate my channel. Just chill out, all right? Just chill out. I've been blocked before, he said. Cole, chill. Ellen. Bro, people say I look like Steve-O and that irritates me. But Ellen, bruh, come on, man. She look like a whole mouse. She look like a whole motherfucking mouse. Yo, I gotta be honest, this fiber optics is kinda hitting. This fiber optics is alright, bro. I've maybe smoked a quarter of this joint. And as a veteran smoker, usually a quarter of a joint won't do shit, but this fiber optics, man. It's fiber optic. Right, that smooth. I know. It said shot, but I read it as shit because I'm smarter than Cole. Cole when Cole reads stuff, he can't take a typo and turn it into what it's supposed to say. He just takes it for what it is. Cole ain't that smart. That's the thing. Nah, you know what's crazy is I fuck with Cole, bro. Like I really do. Like it's funny because I unsubscribed from a lot of people. I stopped watching a lot of people. And I don't watch everything that Cole does because, like, sometimes he's just talking about things I'm not interested in. But Cole is literally one of the only people that I still watch, like, from the community, because I actually enjoy the way, I actually enjoy the way Cole does his content, the way Cole reacts to stuff. Like, I enjoy it. Like, sometimes it don't even matter. A lot of times it don't even matter what he's talking about. It's just the way he reacts to it I enjoy. I just like to talk my shit to Cole. You know what I mean? Who's winning the game? Moose. If you ask me one more motherfucking time. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't mad at you. I'm mad at the Celtics. We're down 20. No, we're down 19 points, bro. We can't get it together. We can't get it together tonight. We have been on fire, though. Damn, Brown, how you just get blocked? Bro, stop it. Okay. Bro, I'm so sick of this shit. When I watch sports, I don't care if it's my team or the other team. If there's a fucking bad call or a no call, I get pissed. So I just watched Jaylen Brown get blocked from behind, right? Like, dude fucking, boom, swatted that shit. You out of here. Boom, out of here. They just showed the replay close up. And Brown turns to the ref like, dude, you didn't get touched. It was all ball. Stop your bitching and get back on defense. I don't understand. You're one of the highest paid players in the NBA. Shut the fuck. See, Tatum does the same thing, bro. Tatum does the same thing. Tatum will get a shot blocked or get stripped or something. And he'll start complaining to the ref, and next thing you know, they're on a fucking 5-on-4 on the other end of the court, and he's still bitching to the ref. Tatum's gotten better at it, and Jaylen Brown doesn't do it a lot, but it annoys me either way. I don't care if it's my team or another team. That's like, shut the fuck up, bro. They're not gonna change their mind just because you're complaining. So get back on defense. Cole, stop it. Incomplete pass? Bro. Do you know where the line of scrimmage was? Cole, let's not do this right now. Cole, you better hit that like button. You better have hit that like button. Do you want to do this right now, Cole? Listen. I might need to take a shot for this. Cole, you're right. The refs came out and said they fucked up, but a couple people brought this up to me. Like, even the refs in the NFL came out and said they fucked up. Yeah, you know what they came out and said they fucked up on? The fact that it should have been a touchdown because the play should have never been blown dead. So it should have been a Patriots defensive touchdown. That was the mistake that they made. Bro, do you know where the line of scrimmage was? The ball landed 1.5 yards behind where he threw it from. The reason it looks like it should have been an incomplete pass and wasn't a backwards pass is because he got hit. And he got hit further than the ball went. So that's Cole. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Speaking of, Patriots just got rid of Stephon Diggs. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. Even if we won the Super Bowl, I think it would have happened anyway. But I genuinely think that the Patriots are gonna try for AJ Brown. AJ Brown really wants to be here. He's a huge Patriots fan and used to play for Mike Vrabel. So I think he really wants to be here. And I think we should go after him. And listen, the Eagles said that they're not just going to give him away. They're looking for like a first-round pick. We have first-round picks. Give it to them. Give it to them. A.J. Brown is absolutely worth it. A.J. Brown's a great target for Drake May. Oh, Cole, chill. Cole, listen, man. Listen, I'm very fair when it comes to sports. Very fair. If it was the other way around, I would be saying the same thing for Denver. So if it was Drake May, I'd be saying the same thing. Like, no, that was a backwards pass. I swear. I swear. That's just that. I'm very when it comes to sports, and maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am. I think I'm very on point with that play. I think when the ball falls a yard and a half short of where the line of scrimmage was, it's a backwards pass. End of story. But either way, I mean, it doesn't matter though. Denver would have got whooped by the Seahawks too. Like both of our teams just weren't ready for the Seahawks either way. So it doesn't really matter. God damn, 93-68. We are getting fucking mollywopped over here. We are getting fucking smoked. Yo, this fiber optics is hitting, bro. If you smoke bud, this fiber optics is hitting. Cole got me all fucking worked up and shit about sports. Nah, but it's a fact, Cole. When they came out and said that they made a mistake, I think a lot of people just read the headlines that like, oh, referees admit to making mistake during this call. The mistake was that the play should have never been blown dead and that it was a touchdown. Just like, listen, and your Broncos shouldn't even have been in that fucking game because that interception when Brandon Cooks caught the ball and fucking dude ripped it right. Bro, he was down. He was down. The ball got ripped out of his hands after he was down. They still called it an interception. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Cole, you gonna tell me that was an interception? Cole, the Bills versus Broncos game, Brandon Cooks catching that ball. You're gonna tell me that was an interception? Go ahead, please. Go ahead. Tell me that was an interception. The other, shut the fuck up. The other Baldwin. Yes, I swear that was an interception. That was an interception. Cole. If that was Cortland Sutton catching that ball, right? And fucking Christian Gonzalez ripping it out of his hands like that. How would you be? Same exact situation. I don't get paid to ref. Get the Cole. All right, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Yeah. Now you don't get paid to ref, right? Nah, you know what that was. You know what that was. That was not an interception. But either way, your team would have lost to the Seahawks. My team lost to the Seahawks. I'm just hoping I get a Broncos Patriots rematch next year. You know what I'm saying? God, the Celtics are just not doing good right now, man. Cole's preparing for live. What time you going live, Cole? I didn't plan on being live for too long anyway, but what time you going live? I'll tune in, I guess. I guess I'll fucking tune in to Cole's live. Hold up. Cole, I take that as this was the Pablo's show. Hold up. So are you saying I don't matter? Is that what that was? It's the Pablo show now. You know what's funny? I love weed and I love sports. Pablo doesn't give a fuck about either, right? So I don't really talk about either on Unscripted Live. I do talk about sports when necessary, but that's because I have respect for my co-host. You know what I mean? But it's crazy that you called it the Pablo's show. I am not a Pablo. The Pablo's show. Cole, feel free to interrupt the show anytime you'd like. Stop asking me questions. Oh, shit. Well, I'm curious because I'm going to tune in, bruh. I'm going to tune in. Yo. Some of these motherfuckers, man. Cole, we might have to battle, dog. You know what's funny? I don't care what Pablo likes and don't like. Bro, what? Shout out to Pablo, but what? I ain't worried about none of that. Pablo knows who he's friends with. You know? Pablo, yo, this shit really does taste like garlicky. But it's nice. It's a nice smoke. 90s versus 2000s versus. Interesting. So like the verses that were going on in during COVID and shit. Speaking of, like, does anyone really give a fuck about the T.I. and 50 Cent shit? Like, I don't care. I didn't care about it when it first started. I don't care about that shit at all. T.I. and 50 Cent are both two of the most petty motherfuckers in hip-hop anyway. Even before this. Yo, I swear to God, bro, Sam Hauser... Bro, I wish I could pull up a picture of Sam Hauser right now. He looked like Skeeter from Doug, from the show, Nickelodeon show Doug. Sam Hauser is the real life Skeeter. Skeeter Valentine. I'm wearing a Protect the Parquet shirt and we're losing by 20 with 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Disgusting. Disgusting, fellas. Absolutely disgusting. You know what's crazy? You walk into certain arenas. You walk into most arenas, right? And you'll see a bunch of banners, right? Bunch of banners. And then you walk into the Celtics arena and there's more banners. But the difference is most of the ones hanging in these other stadiums are divisional titles. Maybe conference titles, but mostly divisional titles. We don't hang those. We don't got room for them. If we hung divisional titles, banners in the fucking rafters, and we hung fucking bro, we'd have to take out the whole top section of seats because we'd need room for all the other fucking banners. We only got room for championship banners. And we got more championship banners than most of y'all got divisional banners or like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know what it's like to have a losing team. I know what it's like for my team to lose for a few years, and it starts to get a little annoying, but then they win again. You know what I mean? I don't know what it's like to go decades. No, I do though. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I do. I do. Celtics didn't win one for 22 fucking years during my lifetime, and I watched every motherfucking game of every motherfucking season till they won that bitch. '22 fucking years. I was actually born in '84, the day before the Celtics won the championship that year. I was born into a Celtics championship. Yep, this fiber optics is definitely hitting. So if you're a smoker, if you smoke and you like a nice indica, I would say it's more of like a I don't know, it's probably like a 70-30, I would say. But very relaxing, but doesn't make you tired. Really nice, mellow high. I like it. Fiber optics. This was recommended. I said, fuck it, I'll try it. And it's alright. Jaylen Brown, 16 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. Yet it's not enough. Not nearly enough. We're getting smoked. We're getting fucking mollywopped. 96-77, 8 minutes left. I'm probably gonna end this live in a minute because I'm not finishing this game. I'm not. I'm good. There was a time in my life where literally probably up until like, I don't know, maybe like 5 years ago, 7 years ago maybe, where I would watch every fucking, I watched the Celtics lose for years and years and years on end, right? And watched them win a couple championships. But I think after like, oh, there we go. It's just it's not this. But I didn't care if we were losing by 20. I'd finish watching the game. It was just like it was that fucking diehard bleed green Celtics, But now, like, I don't know, man. I'm not. There's 8 minutes left. We're down by more than 20. I'm not gonna. What am I gonna finish watching this for? If we come back and win, great. I'll find out in the morning and I'll be like, nice. But what I don't. What do I don't know. I don't know. Plus the NBA is just not the same as it used to be. It's a lot more soft. It's a lot more soft, bro. Like think about it. If the fucking Detroit Pistons from the fucking 80s and the Celtics of the 80s and the the Dennis Rodmans, like if those motherfuckers, Larry Bird, if those motherfuckers played today, these dudes wouldn't know what the fuck to do. These dudes wouldn't know what to do with those type of players. Like, come on. They wouldn't know. They wouldn't know what to do. Like a Kevin McHale, Like, Kevin McHale would make LeBron James look like a fucking terrible player. Kevin McHale would be blocking shots, stealing the ball. Dude, even like a fucking Bob Cousy right now. Like, I don't feel there's any point guard in the league that is as good as Bob Cousy was. What the fuck? Dude. This is horrendous. This fucking Lorenzo Ball or LaMelo Ball, whichever fucking ball he is, he's one of the two nut sacks. He's one of the two nuts in the sack. Homosexual activity. Both of them. Weird. And we're just letting them do this to us like that. Like, what? I don't get it. I don't get it. Alright, 107.83. I'm fucking done. We out of here. Salute to y'all. Celtics. Celtics are still gonna win the championship. Watch. Celtics are gonna win the championship. Watch. Mark my words. Alright, we out this bitch. Peace.